What is going on, Hawk fans? It is finally here. Game week, man. Brandon, how you feeling?
The better question is, how are you doing, man? Don't ask me how I'm feeling. I'm not doing so hot. I got to heal up by this weekend. I got tailgating. I got buddies coming in from Colorado. I'm ready to rock. It's game week, baby. Let's beat those Redbirds.
What, you sick or something?
Yeah, I think so. We got plague going around the office, so hopefully I get better. So
Nice. Well, hell yeah, it is game week. Welcome, everybody, to Hawkaholics podcast. I am your host, Brad, along with my co-host, Mr. Brandon. Man, it's here, man.
it is, dude.
Felt like it'd take forever, man, and now all of a sudden we're like less than 62 hours away till kickoff, maybe. 62 hours. Woo!
And then it'll be November before you know it.
Hell yeah. We got intro video releasing tomorrow, man. We're going to get into some depth charts here actually to start this off, man. I know there's not a whole lot of camp news, but we do have to touch on the biggest news that actually got released like hour and a half after we got off the air last week. Kurt Ferentz suspended one game. What I know you're opinionated on this. I'm gonna leave this up to you. What do you talk about it, man?
Were you the one that like messaged me in the middle of the night telling me about this? Because I'm pretty sure I woke up to like 5 or 6 different text messages telling me that this happened. Yeah. Well, it almost reminds me of like, say you're going down the interstate, you're going like 8 over, right? And you're going with the flow of traffic, but for some freaking reason, the state trooper eyeballs you and it's like, let's go after that little Volkswagen Beetle right there. Let's go get him. Picks us out of the crowd, pulls us over, slaps us with a little 1-game suspension. Actually self-imposed, thank Jesus, because I feel like the NCAA would have been like, you sit this one out for a full year, because that's, the NCAA likes to do stupid shit like that. But it's not really that big of a deal because it's Illinois State, and I'm not really worried. I like who our acting coach is.
Okay.
I
love your analogy. I'm sorry, I love that analogy. Go with the flow. Picks you out of the middle.
Nothing against Cade McNamara, and I'm gonna support him because you picked that Sullivan was gonna be your transfer to watch, and if it happens, it happens. But here's what I'm gonna say to that. Cade, I have your back, buddy, but don't say stuff like that, man. You basically just ratted on your coach. I'm pretty sure Seth Wallace, by the way, Big Ten backers, linebacker coach and assistant D coordinator. So yeah, don't talk. Just do what Michigan did and not say anything, and then that way you get a documentary made about you.
Man, what do you do? What do you do? Buy him a cheeseburger?
I thought it was a Whopper, dude. No, I thought Harbaugh bought him a frickin' Big Mac, and frickin' Kirk bought McNamara a Whopper, but apparently that's not what happened. Apparently John Budmeyer, the wide receiver coach, and Cade McNamara had a little talking while they weren't supposed to. And Kirk is taking the heat for it. And so is Budmeyer, but I'm assuming Kirk's being Kirk is going to take the heat. So
yeah, it sounds similar to when we got the little tampering violation with Caden Proctor too.
Oh yeah,
similar thing. I mean, Budmeyer, he recruited McNamara when he was at Wisconsin, and that actually Wisconsin was his first Power 5 offer, so they had a nice relationship. But it is what it is.
Is Proctor the next thou shall not be named?
I don't know. What up, Dean?
His name. What up, Dean? Congratulations on the answering of your question, by the way, by old Kirky.
Shout out to Dean, man. Talking Hawk Football Podcast, man. If you guys you like talking and listening to the Hawks, man, you gotta check out Dean, man. Phenomenal, man. Great show last night. We're going to try to collab with him and bring him on here and just talk some football with him. So that should be fun. Look forward to that.
Might be a 2 or 3 hour podcast. That dude is a wealth of knowledge, and I love every second of it.
We just can't bring him on with Vandy Chris, man. We'll be here all day, and you and I will just sit here.
I'm okay with that. We could play a drinking game and invent one.
Deal. Bet. Man, but the craziest thing about not having Ferentz on the sideline is this will be the first time since what, 1978? That Ferentz or Fry were not on the sideline. That's just crazy.
The year after my dad graduated high school, too. That's what's even crazier about that, too. And my dad was, he's 64 now, I think. 63, 64. Yeah.
I wasn't even a thought process, man.
Way before a thought process.
Man, that's just wild to think about. When you think about that, man, two coaches since 1978, basically. That's phenomenal. Will never happen again in college football. I guarantee it. No. So,
are you worried? Are you scared? Are you scared?
No, I'm not worried.
Attaboy.
We'll talk about that later, but I'm not scared. But I do have a question.
Yes.
Seth Wallace, interim coach. Is he going to get the nod when Ferentz hangs it up then, you think?
Depends on how he does the next however long Kirk is still around. I honestly, my personal opinion, I'd really like to go outside of Iowa. I would like them to actually look at candidates and actually go through a little panel and interview everybody and pick the best coach possible, because just because you want to go in-house doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. I mean, look what happened with Nebraska, Scott Frost. That failed miserably. And I saw that coming a mile away, even though I was like, yeah, he might actually do it. But then again, I was like, well, he does have a troubled past, so it's difficult to say, really. To be honest with you, dude, I actually wanted Bob Stoops over Kirk back in the day because I didn't know who Kirk was, and this was like 8-year-old me talking. So
you're not the only one. I think most of Hawk Nation was hoping for that. But we got the right man.
Who knows though if like Stoops would have had the success he had at Oklahoma here though.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part.
Exactly. Ferentz got to Iowa, and that our cabinet was empty, man. This shelf had nothing
That's
on
true.
it for us. He had to build that thing, and it took 4 years until we really shined. But
that's right.
Guy. All right, man. We say we jump into some of this. Depth charts were released this week, man, and we're going to chat about this. Let me pull them up here. You want to start with offense or defense?
Let's just get the slow end out of the way first. Let's do defense.
Yeah, there's not too many surprises on this one, obviously. There it is, baby. Anything stand out to you, honestly?
God, I've looked at this thing like 10 plus times already, and I'm still just
TJ Hall maybe surprised me a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, here's one. Nestor. Weren't they like speaking really highly of him in camp? Oh, yeah. He was supposed to be the next White Knight, I guess, the next Cooper DeJean, but hey, he's only a sophomore, so I'm not gonna like throw all that crap on him just yet. But I did see he is behind Castro for the cash position as well as left corner too, so that's good.
So that is like Cooper then.
Yeah. I mean, nothing really.
Linebackers
I guess
surprised me.
Really?
Obviously. No.
What? Well,
Fisher.
What? I guess if you want to go surprise, we could say the corners, especially like. I honestly thought, like, it was going to be. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be Jamari Harris and Deshaun Lee. To be honest with you, I thought that was going to be our two corners.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. TJ Hall must have had a good camp, man. I guess I haven't heard much about him from camp. So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to trust Phil Parker all day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I'm not going to question this at all, to be honest with you. That's why this is the easiest one. It's
Absolutely
like, okay,
not.
When you've had a top 10
Absolutely
defense for the last 8 years, holding teams for under 20 points for the last 8 years, I ain't questioning anything on this damn list. So this gets my Hawkaholics approval. How about you?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna honestly just do game by game. I mean, this weekend I'm not really gonna like if they, I guess if they score more than 2 touchdowns, then maybe I'll be like, oh fuck. But
the good news is we're pretty quick to swap people out on defense if they ain't doing it. I've noticed that.
We have the depth. That's another good thing, and that's one thing why I'm not too worried. Is the depth is tremendous.
I mean, and we're still recruiting at a high rate on defense, man. The legacy player Epinesa just got signed, baby. And then I'm guessing crystal ball is that Mr. Jax Cooper or Jax DeJean, sorry, Cooper's brother will probably come to Iowa too. So
how old is that kid? Sophomore, junior? I can't remember.
I think he's class of 2027, I believe. Right now he's the 26th best player in the class. So, and he's big. He's 6'4", dude.
Isn't he like tall and skinny though?
Yeah.
So he may be offense.
6'4",
I bet he goes off. What about offense? I bet he goes offense.
If he's a really good wide receiver, that'd be something.
That would be hilarious. Yep.
All right. Now we're going to do the one that I know we're going to have some chatter on.
Yes.
The offense. What stands out to you, sir? And what stands out to you guys out there? Comment in the comments. We'll flash them up here.
All right.
Try to change our minds if you want to, too.
Let's what do you think stands out to me? Pick my brain, buddy. What do you got? What do you think? Yes, sir.
I'm happy with it, but it stands out to me.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to add the running back part too. I see speed.
Oh, and that's This
I see
speed.
Speed.
Yep.
Which excites the hell out of me because last year I'm pretty sure Seth Anderson was started last year. Bully back, LaShawn Williams would be starting. Now, you know what though? I was thinking about this earlier. Kamari Moulton, is this a Fred Russell 2.0?
I don't know, man.
Look at his height and look at his weight. Does that not scream Fred Russell?
I mean, it really does. 5'9".
So that would be cool, though. I'd be very happy with that. I think there's gonna be a lot of rotation this weekend. I think he's gonna get them in game situations, and there's no better team than Illinois State to honestly get these guys' feet wet, especially if
what up, Bubba?
For some of these guys. What's up, Bubba? Especially if some of these guys don't really have too much experience. I bet you every single player in this depth chart is going to play this weekend. Same thing with the defense.
Oh, for sure on the defense. Honestly, to me, this is probably one of the fastest lineups I've seen in a while.
I think so too. And that's really intriguing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I'm hoping we get a ton of points on these fools.
And I mean, Moulton.
But I love it, dude.
Oh, I do too.
Besides Caden, I freaking love it.
I mean, the Cade and the O-line and obviously tight end is right where we thought it would be.
And
wide receiver,
check
running
this
back.
out.
Man.
Yeah, I think so. I like it. Sorry, bud. Check
what up,
it
Dad?
out. I still think your boy still think your boy Sullivan's going to hop in this weekend. I think
he will too.
He's going to get some, especially I think Cade might get pulled early third quarter if the game gets out of hand and we just beat the shit out of them. I think your boy Sully's going to finish the game, to be honest, man.
There he is. What up, Vandy Chris?
Yeah, there he is.
Our man, our boy. Yeah, man, this excites me, man. I mean, we'll talk about it more later, but I mean, Moulton, he is obviously the best pass catching running back we have, obviously. And there's a reason he's starting over these two that have been playing for the last 2 and 3 years. There is a reason. He fits, my guess is he fits this, what we want to do now with our offense to a T of what we're looking for. But with that said, I think we pretty much have a 3-headed monster, to be honest with you, because LaShawn Williams and Caleb Johnson, they tore it up, man. I mean, for what they were dealt, the cards they were dealt, man, I think they didn't play bad. They didn't have really bad games.
No.
I mean, a lot of what happened, obviously, we know is not their fault, and we're moving forward with that shit. But I mean, we're loaded at running back. Now, the question I have is, did our offensive line finally get this shit together? We used to be known for our offensive line, man, and they've kind of been in the rough spot.
There's a lot of upperclassmen in those starting positions, so I really hope so.
And I know next week, I know Mr. Blue there, he probably will not be the starter. That'll be Caleb Brown, but so I'm not really looking into that position too much. We know why that one is it, but man, I'm excited for this, man. I think this is phenomenal. It's a step in the right direction when you see all this speed starting, man. That excites me. I mean, something I always never been known for. Oh, bold.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We promise we'll talk about it.
We will. All right, you seeing this? You want to talk about it now? You want to talk about it later? We'll talk about it later. All right. Well, cool, man. You ready to have some fun then?
Of course, always. Gotta set the straight.
We always have fun, but I think now let's jump into. We're gonna do some prediction times. But we're gonna start. We're actually gonna do the Big Ten awards. We're gonna do soft awards. And now listen, I'm not no expert on this shit, so some of these answers are honestly I'm just taking a stab and I'm guessing, and some of them I may be able to speak to, but I wanted to do something fun here, so we picked some stuff. We took a gamble. Some of it we actually are the same on. I mean, Greasy Breeze, Dylan Gabriel, Oregon. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of people that will disagree with that. There may be a few. There may be a few that say Ohio State's quarterback is going to get it. We don't know. We haven't seen much from him. So that's all I got on that. What about you? You got anything?
It's Dylan Gabriel, man. To me, he seemed like the best quarterback that's in the Big Ten. If you go onto any website, they'll have a lot of them have lists. He's usually top 2. So
with their offense, man. I mean, Oregon puts up numbers. He's gonna have a great year. He's gonna have numbers. It's just death taxes, and Oregon has a good offense, man. Andy Chris says Mike Wright is the QB name to remember. Who's he play for,
Mike,
Chris?
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know.
See, yeah, there's guys on this list here that I have no idea, dude. Not
all right, running back there, Vinci Dane. You got Donovan Edwards. From Michigan.
Why? Yours kind of confuses me a bit. Did you just throw this name out there, or did you actually?
He led the Big Ten in rushing last year. I'm pretty sure.
Why am I stupid and never heard of this dude?
And then Rutgers, they got a nice schedule. They got a good coach.
Of course they do.
And the ball is going to go through this guy. This guy is their feature. I don't know what they have at wide receiver. I'm not a Rutgers guy, obviously, but I'm going with him, man.
I got Donovan Edwards because he's.
Just look at it.
Just look at it.
Why'd you pick Edwards? Curious.
He's good. I think he's the best back in the Big Ten. His numbers show it. He looked amazing last year. Natty, Big Ten championship, besides that little midget, Blake Corum, who is one of my favorite non-Iowa players. I love that little guy. I wish he was running back for us, but
he's a bulldog, dude. He's a bulldog.
Yeah.
That dude. Stocky,
I didn't even look
to ass over.
I didn't even look to see if he made an NFL team this year or not. Because there was cut day yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yeah, yesterday. It was cut day.
Yeah, I know. The Jags cut CJB, man.
Well, there's a lot of Hawks that I was shocked. Desmond King got cut by the Texans. We could spend 10, 15 minutes talking about who got cut and who didn't, but that's neither here nor there.
Joe Evans got to the practice squad, so I'm happy about that.
Yes, he did.
So that's
yes,
good.
He did.
All right, wide receiver.
Next.
I took Tez Johnson. Dylan Gabriel throwing the ball to him. Guy's fast, and he's in that Oregon offense.
Good.
He is very good. I think he'll have a coming out year, honestly, and that's my opinion. I don't have much else on the guy, but he's impressive, and I think that's a good chance. What you got?
All right, you ready for this? Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. I tell you what, that
were you on Google
university,
making it say it to you? Sorry.
shoot.
You can tell me.
Ohio State, dude, is like wide receiver U to me. I swear to God, those guys.
LSU, man.
I know. Well,
shout out.
I thought they were deep. Yeah, I thought they were DBU, but I guess maybe that's neither here nor there anymore. Well, what are they? They got to be one or the other. They can't be a million bastards.
True. All right, nothing more. Good.
Yep.
Tight end, we agree. We tried getting this guy. We tried recruiting him hard.
Yeah.
We didn't get him. I think he is going to surprise some people. I know a lot of people are picking the tight end out of Michigan. Watch. Thomas Fedone.
Hey.
Nebraska.
What about Lachey, buddy? Lachey could be, if he stays healthy.
I thought about that, but I don't know the offense, man. I haven't seen this offense.
Yeah, I know.
Old Iowa football? Yeah, I probably would have took him, honestly.
Right.
Him healthy, dude, that's I mean, your chances of him winning it are high. Not knowing what we're going to look like, especially if we're running an RPO offense, it's whatever who's open is the check down. If he's not open quick enough, he ain't going to have the numbers our old tight ends used to. Not saying I think he still will be. I think he'll have a great year and a good bounce back year and definitely improve his stock in the NFL draft. But I think Thomas Fedone is the real deal, man. I really wish we could have snagged him. I think it was down to Iowa and Nebraska, and he was a legacy player there. So
Council Bluffs, dude.
Yeah,
you're never going to get it. It's difficult, except for Drew Ott. I think he was from Omaha, but and Noah Fant. It's really difficult to get Nebraska guys or even Council Bluff guys to Iowa.
Yeah. But we're in agreement there. All right, Remington Pace Award. You got Logan Jones?
Hell yeah. Why not?
Vandy Chris?
I'm sure you and me are experts at O-line, dude. I bet we know everything there is to know about it.
I don't. I got
nothing. No. I'm sorry, guys. Just don't hate us.
I'm taking Josh Connor Jr. out of Oregon, man. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Big dude. He had a good year last year. I think he was a freshman or sophomore last year. Again, I'm not no expert. Sorry, everybody, if I'm slaughtering this shit, but I think he's gonna surprise me. I'm just taking him, man. I think he's a big body and he's gonna work well. All right, D-line time. I'm taking Mason Graham from Michigan, man. To me, he's the lead, obviously, and so I went with him. But I'm glad you picked somebody else because.
Yeah, the one who I can't pronounce. JT Tuimatua or Tuimatua. 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 I'm sure Beeve from the backers knows how to pronounce his name, but
sorry, Beeve.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I just went and searched through like the All-American or the All Big Tens from last year and who's came back, and that's honest to God, that's what I got, dude. I don't know nothing.
Chris, man, I love it, dude. You just need to go on Dean's show sometime, dude. You and Dean.
Oh God,
you two would make
God.
I'm gonna bring you both on sometime.
You've got to like.
That's phenomenal. I love it, Chris.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Have fun with that.
This is no brainer, man. If you're picking anybody else, man, you're high. You're out of your damn mind.
Yep.
171 tackles last year. Unanimous All-American last year. Returns when you didn't have to. Preseason unanimous All-American. I got to go with it, dude. You can't. Jay Higgins, man. All day, every day. And then Tatum, Woodson. We both picked Sebastian Castro. Iowa is known to win these, dude. We've won 6 of the last 8. Why not? Right?
So, real quick, I heard on when I was listening to Hawk Talk, I think it was Pat Anger saying something like he thinks that Sebastian Castro's our modern day Bob Sanders, and I totally believe it.
Yeah. The guy can hit, dude, and he's fast. He's all over the place, dude.
I know. He's the man. I
like it, Bubba. I'm guessing he plays at Minnesota.
Oh,
Bubba's a big Minnesota guy. Shout out.
He's a goofer, a golden goofer.
Nah, he's good. He's good shit, man. He's part of our college baseball smack group, man. So Maybe come baseball time.
That's okay, man.
Check it out.
Hockey's a good sport. It's one of my favorite sports, and I'm sure you guys love hockey up there. So,
he'll talk hockey with you for hours, dude. Don't tempt
all right,
him.
buddy. We'll set that up. We'll talk some hockey.
Oh, that's good shit. What up, Cody? I gave you a shout out earlier. We were talking about LSU. So, question, Cody, LSU, are you wide receiver you now, or are you still DBU? Let me know in the comments, bro. All right, return man. We picked this one because obviously Dwight, baby. I mean, but we agree, man. I think I want to get Iowa as a hockey team.
I do too.
Please and thank you. Had to pick this one just because it's Dwight, man. He's in the name of the award.
Yep.
One of the greatest
Johnny
of all
Rogers.
time.
Yep.
But I went with Braden Wisłowski out of Maryland. Guy had a great year returning. I think he led. It was one of the top return guys last year playing for Maryland, and I think he'll do the same this year. So I just went with one of those kind of surefire picks, and that is what it is. So how's your pick?
Me smiling. I gotta do it, man. Caden Wetchen, dude. I've got to do it.
All right.
I spoke to his mom and I told her, I said, your son's going to at least take back 2 kicks for touchdowns this year. At least 2. That was my bold prediction. I think he'll take 2. I didn't specifically say if it was going to be this weekend or any other weekend, but he's going to have 2 touchdowns this year, non-receiving. It's special teams. Book it.
There it is.
Okay.
You think they're better than Ohio State still? Ooh, that's tough now. That they're both. To me, those 2 are a class above everybody else, honestly. So
them's gonna be fighting words there, G.
You could be either way with that shit, honestly. I like it though. Caden Wetchen taking back 2. Is that's your bold prediction, man? I like
that's my bold 2. And 1's difficult enough as it is, but 2 is that's deserves recognition, at least all conference.
All right, next one, Hazen Schimbeckler, head coach.
This one's going to be a little butting heads, I think, but I have a reason for mine besides if you tuned in last week and the week before that, you understand why I picked Rule. So if you know, Nebraska hasn't been to a bowl game since 2016. If he can get them out of the slump that they've been in, at least make it to a bowl game, even if another team has a really good record, like for example, last year, Northwestern, their record wasn't great, but David Braun got the coach of the year. So I'm thinking if Nebraska makes a bowl, he's going to get the coach of the year easily.
So they're 6-6.
All they've been through. Yes, he will get it.
Northwestern won 8 games.
Was it 8? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
They were 8-4 or 7-5. Sure? I'm pretty sure. I'll look. You keep talking. I'll look. All
right. So even if Nebraska just gets 6th, he's going to win the coach of the year just because of what they've been through the last how many years. So, and I'm curious, why Kirk Ferentz?
Because this is one of those years where Iowa could be 11-1, dude.
I believe it.
Iowa goes 11-1, he wins it.
I can believe it. Him and Rule. So if Rule goes 6 wins with him doing 11, so what were we last year? 10-4. I'm going all season, but okay. I see where you're coming from. I mean,
Northwestern was 8-5.
I like it. 8-5. Okay.
Yeah.
So were they 7-5, but they won the bowl game, or?
Yeah. So I guess. Well, I think they'd have to win the bowl game. So you get him 7-6. You think he'll get it 7-6?
Last year. Last year was yes, I do. Last year was so weird and crazy with all the crap that it doesn't surprise me, especially after like people picked Northwestern to be like 0-12, and I was one of those people. I thought they were gonna not win a game last year. So,
all All right. To the defense, we did this shit 3-4 weeks ago, Chris, and I didn't want to go and change it. So I'm riding with it. I'm sending it, baby.
Yeah, we did do this like before our first episode, so I'm that way too. If I put something down, it sucks. It's painful, but
hey, and Ferentz didn't do the infraction. He's doing it himself. So
yep,
he wasn't the one reaching out tampering. His coaches were, and he's stepping in and taking that self-imposed. So
right,
I'm still riding with it, baby. Yeah, sweet, good.
Of course.
I think I'm good.
What do we got next?
Man, this is the one I'm most excited for, man.
Of course you are.
Yeah, man. We're going to tier some.
Because I'm looking for it, too.
We are going to tier all the Big Ten football helmets. And this is your time, guys, to chime in. Tell us if we got it right, who you think goes where. And we're doing categories of elite, good, average, and trash. So
and please don't call us names. Just because of our opinions.
No,
damn it.
Yeah, no names. We're no experts here. Dudes drinking beer, talking Hawkeye football, man.
Well, you're drinking beer, you lucky son of a bitch.
I ain't sick, thank God. I was earlier the week, bro. All right, man. We're gonna go with the first one, man. We gotta go with the Iowa Hawkeyes. I'm gonna let you say, man.
Of course.
Well, hold on one second. Where'd it go? All right.
What are you doing, man?
Boom.
I believe the next one's Michigan.
So we're going Iowa Elite. Why are we going Iowa Elite? I'll tell you why. The logo, the consistency of not changing the helmet, then people recognize that now for me.
Yep.
And that's just that's our opinion. So this is actually both of our things. And I think you maybe have changed one because you rethought about it, and that's fine. But this is actually the Hawkaholics ranking of the thing. So yeah, I gotta go with Hawkeyes Elite, man. That's just a good football helmet. One of the most unique logos in all of sports, man. So I got to send it. So Michigan, where you got them?
Yep, Michigan.
Yep,
Michigan.
Well, Michigan,
folks, baby.
Again, that's probably the most recognizable football helmet in all sports.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's a lot of really good football helmets in all of college football, but this one, you show that shit and people know automatically who that is. Right?
Absolutely.
Right. Who else you got?
The marijuana leaf Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah. But it's got to have the Buckeye on it, man. If you just do this, man, I think it's Grandview.
I think they're just wanting to get high, dude, because anytime I ever seen those freaking leaves, I always think of marijuana for some reason. I don't know why, but I like it. I think it's cool. It looks cool under the lights. Have you ever seen it under the lights?
No. That's one team I've not seen play live yet.
Yep.
I've seen them. Iowa play almost all the teams. Well, the old Big Ten, not the new Big Ten, because I haven't been a part of some of that shit. But question: I don't know this answer. Do you know how they earn those Buckeyes? Because you see some people that on the sidelines that haven't played at all, and their helmets are covered in it. So, like, what'd you get?
Not a clue. That'd be a Beeve question.
Beeve, if you're watching, let us know, man. I want to know. I'm curious, man. I know when we played football, we used to get them, but that was obviously it's for plays. But I don't know. Maybe they have a different backstory. It is what it is.
Ours was for like, what is it?
Delaware. Yeah, they do have the same helmet.
That sounds like a freaking Colin thing, because I'm pretty sure he's a Delaware fan.
I think it was him and El Presidente went there, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Shout out college football dogs.
Yep.
We are on the Dogs TV, guys. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. So go ahead and check them out, like them, share them, like us, share us. Man, we're just getting going, baby. So
growing.
Yeah, more. Man, these stats, man.
I that's kind of what we did back in school too, like especially like on defense.
What about the guys that aren't playing and they're full of fucking stickers? What are they getting them for?
They steal them and they just slap them on their helmet, hoping nobody will notice.
You showed up for practice. Here's your helmet. You got to look like the rest of us. I don't know, man, because not all people play at Ohio State, man. It's too talented there. passing grades.
All right.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Could be good. All right. I gotta get back to them. All right.
Next one.
Penn State. Recognizable.
Why do you like it? Because of just the record? Is it?
I mean, all right. I want you to look at these helmets. Have these teams changed their helmets in the last 40 years? Nope.
Well, not.
No.
Are we counting alternate helmets and stuff too? Because I'm pretty sure.
I'm just doing primary helmets on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I mean, that white helmet with the blue stripe, man. Simple, basic. That shit's been there since Joe Pa, man. And people know in college football that's Penn State. And plus, they're the only team with a all white helmet. Pretty sure. I don't really know, though. I'm not no expert. Vandy Chris might know.
Of course he'll know. He knows everything.
There you go. It is recognizable brand, but it is recognizable. You are not wrong, and that is the key here. And then the last one, USC, man. That is I know there's other Trojan helmets out there, San Jose State, but to me, people recognize this one too.
I got a question for you.
Yo, what do you got?
Do you think that USC has one of the most annoying fight songs in college football?
Honestly, I don't even know what it sounds like.
Play it. Not now, but when you get off here, play it. And I want you to report back to me, and I want you to tell me how annoying that shit is. It's just like Rocky Top. Shit's annoying as fuck. And I hope anybody who's a Tennessee fan, that's a jab because you beat us last year. So you deserve that.
Sensitive subject, man. All right. Well, we're gonna just skip to the good. Don't worry. We're not gonna go line for line, man. We got a lot to cover. So good. Nebraska, Oregon, Wisconsin. Oregon, I think, would be elite if they just settle on a helmet. Honestly, to me, that's not elite. It's a good look, right?
They change way too damn much. To be honest with you,
it's a good look. It's just not. That's not elite, man. I mean, they got a different helmet every night. It's not. You can't say it's elite if you don't keep the same helmet, man.
It's about to get worse, I bet.
People know it's Oregon, yes, but I wouldn't classify it as elite. And then Nebraska, that's a good helmet.
I love it.
I don't think it's elite. To me, it's just too. I don't know, man. As they say in Nebraska, the end's for knowledge.
Mike Riley. I'll never forget that. That's hilarious.
And Wisconsin, pretty basic, but I mean that's becoming a recognizable thing. And again, it's a helmet they haven't changed.
I like it. I think it's cool as shit.
It's a good helmet, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that one. It's not average. It's definitely not trash. It's a good helmet, and they keep it the same.
I agree.
Here's common trend so far. Most of the top ones besides Oregon, they don't touch their helmets, man. They don't fix what's not broken. So I like that. Hold on, I'm going to catch up on a comment here. Best thing on USC is the marching band.
Dude, I can't stand that. I cannot stand their. Here's the thing: it's not bad if it's played
Brandon,
like
there you go.
Twice. What?
You guys went from being strangers to friends to enemies now. Shit.
Oh my god. Well, most of my friends we have different opinions, so that.
Yeah, there I knew it. That's what I thought, Vandy Chris. Thanks, bro. Only one team. Dude. Recognizable.
He should be our producer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Chris. You're hired, bro. I'll pay you in chicken wings. Sound good? All right, you ready to get to average here? Little more on the average.
Off. Here
Bubba,
you go,
we
Bubba.
got you average, bro. Sorry. I'll tell you. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's not a. Oh yeah, we know that's Minnesota. Just a plain M on a helmet.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't put Michigan State's up with good though. You don't like it? You're not a fan of it?
I don't hate it. I'm not like that's a good looking helmet. I'm like that's okay helmet.
Oh, dude, okay? So you've
got some cool
live,
alternates,
correct?
What's up?
Have you seen them live?
No.
Okay. They look cool as shit in person. I will tell you that.
I do like those
God,
chrome ones. I will agree. The chrome looks pretty sharp. At least he agrees with us, man. At least we didn't piss him off. So now we're friends again. You're friends again, guys. Rutgers, man, it's just average. It's just a block R. I don't know.
Yeah,
Personally, I'm not a fan of just the letters on the helmet, man. I'd rather have numbers if you're going to do something. I'm not just. I mean, too many people just have a letter on their helmet. That's what makes Iowa's helmet so great to me. Is it's a unique logo, dude. You know, it's a unique helmet.
Can I ask you? Have you seen the eye on our baseball caps?
The script one?
Yes. Do you like that?
Yeah, I like script for baseball. Baseball and basketball script.
Okay.
I don't know. Script doesn't work for me in football. Do you like it?
I really wish they would have a tiger hawk on their baseball caps, but I think I agree with you with the whole Rutgers thing. I think it's uglier than crap. And then, so what would you do? So are you basing this average off of it saying Terps, or are you thinking about the state flag helmet too?
They got rid of that. They got rid of that. Apparently, this is now their primary helmet. So I went with their primary helmet.
Yep.
If it was the flag, I'd go trash.
It is kind of ugly.
I'd go trash on the flag, man. That shit was ugly as hell. Purdue, I mean, what do you think? I flirted with good. It's kind of a cool look. That gold with the black, and when they do their chrome lids, those look fucking, dude, those look good, man. Have you seen those things?
It depends on, it depends on, I've seen them so many times. It depends on their uniforms, honestly. So obviously I've never been to Purdue, so if they're those helmets plus black pants, they are amazing. But if they're those nasty golds, then no thank you.
Yeah, the black one's not bad because it has the railroad tracks going up the middle.
That's cool.
If that was their primary helmet, man, that would be in the good range, man. And if they kept it for 20 years, it'd join the elite. I mean, that's a sharp ass. To me, that's a badass helmet, dude. Cool ass, unique helmet. So they're close. They're flirting. Washington, that's just
it's boring, but it's also a classic. If you look at some of the old films, it looks pretty cool. But
I couldn't put it in trash because of that.
I get it.
Chrome for lettering is actually better. If the flag one is worse than trash. Yeah, if they still had the flag one, we might have had to put something else for that category, man. That would have been a league of its own, man. That thing, man, that shit was so ugly. Those whole uniform combos were – they were trying to be Oregon, Under Armour version of Oregon, and it was fucking terrible, dude. What a waste of time and money that was. Sorry. Oh, man. All right. So you would say would you put Michigan State good then? I mean, you can.
Yeah. They're pretty in person. They're not nothing special. Like when you see them on TV, but when you actually like look at them, they're kind of cool. Especially if you like Greek mythology and all that jazz, but kind of nerding out there a little bit, but they look cool in person. I promise you, dude, see them in person, you'll change your mind.
Yeah. All right, man. Now to the fun, the trash, baby. The trash cans.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate the UCLA helmets, man. To me, that screams baseball or basketball. I just can't go with the script on a fucking football helmet, dude. I just can't, man.
You know what's funny to me? The Washington and UCLA, like, to me, are way too goddamn similar.
And Purdue. Now there's going to be 3 gold helmets like that in this conference, dude.
Yeah,
3.
I know.
That's going to be interesting. Wait till they play each other. Look like a damn scrimmage.
Oh, I know.
I don't like them, man. Plus the color combination. Sorry to our UCLA friends. I just can't.
If we have any.
Hey, we had a comment from someone earlier. UCLA. Hold on. I'll find it, man. I'll find it. James H. Williams covers UCLA.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, I like this guy.
We're gonna try to get him on for the game. James, I'm sorry if you're still watching. No offense, but
you have good stuff, buddy. I listened to that, so good stuff, man.
We'll try to get you on for that game before that Friday night game, my friend. We'll get in touch. What up, Chris? Guys, if
What's
you
up?
like sports, man, the Sports Bite podcast is phenomenal, man. He covers a lot of everything, but his focus is obviously SEC football. And he actually
Boomer
covers
Sooner.
UAB Blazers. He's going to be in the press box for the games, man. Chris does a great show, man. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for stepping in, man.
Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner, man. He's Boomer Sooner. Yeah, there we go.
Me and Brad are just like, we weren't alive for that, but we'll go watch the highlights and we'll find out.
Oh, my dad told me all about that shit, man.
Did he?
And he says
when was it?
He was paid. He was paid. And I just have to agree.
I'll take it.
84?
I'll take it.
Chris, what year was that again? Chris will tell us here
Watch,
shortly. What up, Sean?
What's up? Hey, he just had a birthday the other day. There's a Iowa Hawkeye football group on Facebook that I'm an admin of, but he's actually the creator. So he just had a birthday the other day. So happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Sean.
Yep.
Cheers to you, my friend. All right, Illinois. I think they're terrible, man.
Hey, real quick, did you see that they're having like 4 different alternate helmets this year? So they have this one. They have the old school it says Illinois on it, the white lettering. That was the one that we grew up on.
Yeah.
Then they have like the weird arch Illini, and then they have a throwback to like the 30s with like the leather coloring on it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I think I shared that in one of my chat groups, and we're all like, "Well, that's fucking ugly."
Yeah.
Oh,
hey man, if you ever want to go watch football for cheap, they're the place to go, man.
No, I got a cheaper watch, and that's the next team, Northwestern, man, with their temporary field. Have you seen that since they finished it?
I don't want to go to that, dude.
It's a damn high school
can you
stadium.
Imagine? Yeah, but could you imagine playing there in like the last home game of the year if it's not at Wrigley?
Oh man,
the wind, dude. There's a reason why they call Chicago the freaking Windy City.
What up, Bobby? Hey, Bobby.
85.
Babe, Bobby's got the sign of he needs some more beer on the Venmo sign. Speaking of that, next week we actually have Carson King coming on the show with us, man. So the originator of the Venmo me beer money as we talk the Iowa State game. So that's going to be a really cool one if you guys want to check that one out next week. There it is. Chris got it. Bobby, you were close. I wasn't born yet. Sorry. I might have been, actually, I wasn't even in the womb yet, man. I'm born in September, and that was in January, so.
Don't even talk to me about the 80s. I wasn't even around.
Holy shit, man. Yeah, Northwestern's, man. It's not a good. I don't know. When they do their throwback with the cat on the helmet, that shit's good, dude. Have you seen that one with the giant cat?
Yep.
That's a good ass helmet.
That was their primary there for a little bit, but they just kept switching back and forth, and they never made up their mind.
There he is.
Oh, I know who that is. I've actually heard of that name.
There he is. Man, Chris, man, I love you, man. But yeah, Northwestern, man, trash. And for me, all right, you disagreed with me on this one. To me, that's a cool logo. That don't scream football to me. That screams basketball to me. That's why
Indiana will always be a basketball, dude.
I can't get
same thing with Kansas. Kansas is the same way to me. I cannot take them seriously.
Oh, here we go.
What's up?
Yeah, dude. We were just talking about that, dude. They're gonna have a trash stadium with trash lid. You are not wrong, dude. Just imagine. Okay, I want you to picture this. It's the last game of the year, and they're what? Maybe like, what if they're like 2-9? That place is gonna have like 300 people in it. It's gonna be cold as hell on the river in Chicago, in that shithole stadium. God, I hope they don't win 2 games for their sake, because, man, that'd just be miserable, man. I'd feel so bad for some of those players, especially the ones that have been there for 4 years, and this is how they end their career. in that shit stadium. Oh God, that hurts, man. I feel they'd be better off playing at somebody's high school stadium. There's gotta be a nice one in Chicago somewhere, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
suburb, like what?
Plenty. There's plenty.
I get it. The view works great, but the view does not look good in November, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
fucking
I don't know who came up with that.
Gloomy and shitty and just fucking terrible, dude. Terrible, man. Oh, dude.
What's up?
Bubba, yeah. You should see the stadiums in Florida, dude. Even like the small 1A schools look bigger than that shit, dude. That's sad, man. I really do feel kind of bad for some of those seniors because that's where they're going to end their career at Northwestern is on that shit fucking field. It's like, man. All right. So you said get back on track. Sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
Oh, focus. All right. So you would put Indiana at average or good?
Average.
Average.
And then I would move, in my opinion, Sparty up.
See, the only reason
Sparty up to good.
Rutgers is pretty plain. I would have probably put them in trash, but the only reason I kept them at average is because that's the birthplace of college football. So I got to give them a little nod there. So thank you, Rutgers, for creating this great, grand, wonderful sport that we all love that's turning into this multi-billion-dollar business. But I can't get on board with Indiana, man. I honestly, I don't think I've ever liked an Indiana helmet, dude. Not once. I remember the old IU one with the circle around it back when
Antoine Randall L. Yes, I did.
Randall L.
I was there when he ran all over us. Yes, I remember.
That was a worse helmet. I'll say that. That for sure is trash, man. I thought that was an ugly ass helmet. This one, I just can't get over the basketball again, man. It's gotta.
I understand.
I don't know. It is what it is. All right. The cat. He calls it the cactus. I see that too. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what though, honestly. I'll be honest with you, because I'm not obviously an Indiana expert or anything by all means, but I don't know, man. I think that shit, man. I think that's it. Cool. You good with that? That's fun. I think we should do alternate helmets sometime. Because this would look so much. This is gonna look so much different with that shit, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it. Maybe some point this year we'll do it. Actually, maybe we'll ask everybody. Ask everybody to chime in, and then we'll come up with and release it. That would be a fun one, dude. Because
that
it'll
would be cool.
Totally be thing. Put a Hoosier on it.
Yeah, what is a Hoosier?
Hoosier. I thought it was racing tires. You gonna put a big old tire on there? Oh shit! All right, man. You know what time it is now, then, don't you?
It's time to go to South Dakota and get on our Rushmore for the U.S. of A.
We're gonna get on our Mount Rushmore, and for some reason I didn't load in the graphic. My bad, but. It's that time. We're going to Mount Rushmore again, y'all. So this time we are doing wide receivers. Wide receivers. And I know in the past 2 times we Mount Rushmore, we kept getting this guy's name that's going to be a part of this list, and I'm sure you all know. But you wanna go first, or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
I'll go. All right. This is my Mount Rushmore. Tim Dwight, my opinion, the GOAT in Iowa football, wide receiver.
Amen.
White Lightning, probably the fastest white boy I've ever seen run. That dude was, man, could you imagine that guy playing in this day and age of football? Oh, God.
He would excel because guess what?
God, he excelled.
Everybody's smaller. Yeah, but everybody's smaller. It'd be even better.
Dude, it would be wild. If he was playing now, man, that guy, it's like Tyreek Hill, dude. Fast, shifty, can return punts, kick return, run end arounds, you name it. That guy did it all. I mean, shit. He's 4th in yards. But get this, 4th in yards, 11th in receptions. That tells you how much yards after the catch that guy got because he's so fucking fast. That's crazy to think about. 11th in receptions, but 4th in yards. 2nd in TDs. So Timmy D is my GOAT all time. And And then no particular order, man. So I got DJK on the next. So I thought, man, he was good. Second in yards, second in receptions, fifth in TDs. I mean, I actually had a business relationship with him when he was at Iowa too. I helped him with.
Oh wow.
Yeah, him and the cornerback that was at Toledo. I can't remember his name. They had a clothing line, Make Plays and Die. I used to design the clothes for them and help them with their logos and shit like that. So he always treated me right.
Is that pre-NIL?
That was pre-NIL, so don't tell. But I got at my house right now framed up the Sports Illustrated. He signed the cover and the picture on the inside for me. So he was good shit, man. And he was, he brought a little baggage. Is what it is, man. We all make mistakes, but he never did me wrong. And dude was a playmaker, man. And
Absolutely.
He could return kicks. He could do it all, man.
Good.
So I like DJK. We had somebody say Clinton Solomon. I liked watching Clinton Solomon too, honestly, Lewis.
I did too.
I thought he was really good, especially when we were first coming up with Kurt Ferentz. He was phenomenal, especially I think his senior year. He had that breakout year. That guy was good as well. And then Marvin McNutt. Shit, man.
Ooh, there he goes.
Man.
Hey, I did not expect that.
Chris, how you not have the number 1 in TDs, number 1 in yards, and number 3 in receptions in your Final Four? Marvin McNutt.
He's old.
Yeah. I mean, Khalil Hill, he was my honorable mention for sure, though, and Quinn Early. They were close there. But Marvin McNutt, man, that guy was awesome. He was a lot of fun to watch, and I'll never forget that last-second touchdown against Michigan State, dude. That was great, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was at a bar in Des Moines, and I don't even remember what the hell bar it was. It was full of Hawkeye people. The ceiling was so low when that happened, man. I felt like I was going to hit my damn head when everybody jumped, dude. It was so awesome. So McNutt, man, he's got to be up there. And then Dan and Hughes, man. I never got to see him, but the dude put up numbers, man. 3rd yards, 8 in receptions, 2nd in TDs, and spent a lot of time in the league. I believe he played for the Saints for a little while and a couple other teams I can't remember. But, yeah, man, these are my 4. And then, obviously, my honorable mentions, man. I would almost put Clinton Solomon in there, too. He was kind of that he was kind of a game changer actually a program changer for us, to be honest with you. I mean, him and Mo Brown. Between those 3, those guys were kind of game changer, program changers for us to kind of help push this program where it's at. So got to give a shout out to those guys too. So that's mine. Lewis, I loved Ed Inkle though. Loved it.
God dang it, dude.
His diving catch against Penn State in the back of the end zone, man. Dude, that guy had hands. For somebody that had such small hands.
He did.
That guy had hands, dude. I'm too old. I am old too, but yeah, man. Yep. I agree, Bubba, but that's cool.
All right.
That's mine. All right. I'm going to pull yours up. Bud.
All right. You better.
There's Khalil Hill. Shout out to
All right.
Khalil Hill.
So I'm going to kind of go way back here for the Tim Dwight and Khalil Hill. So as some of you are aware that have listened and watched this show, I got season tickets from 1996 to about 2001, and I got to see Tim Dwight and Khalil Hill play. Now, a little bit of a backstory with those two. Growing up, my dad went to Iowa City High, and that was my dream growing up, was to suit up for the Little Hawks, as they call themselves. And both Tim Dwight and Khalil Hill played for City High, and Tim Dwight was like my idol growing up. Like way more than the pros. Any of the professional players, Tim Dwight was my guy. He was small, like I was.
I wanted to get that barbed wire tattoo, dude.
Oh, same. I actually got it. Yeah. I actually got it for a tailgate once, and everybody thought I was the coolest kid on the block. But anyway, he was skinny. To me, he was small because I would see him and all the other players towering above him. And it just, during recess, I wanted to be just like him. Everything I did, I would always, in my head, like we were playing football, I was always Tim Dwight. Even if like my team was the Packers or like the Cowboys or whoever, I'm Tim Dwight. I don't care. So that's a little bit personal with Tim Dwight, and I've actually met him several times. Good dude.
Cool,
I've gone to his football camps.
I'm jealous, man.
I feel like he was a better special teams player than he was a receiver, but once again, like you said, his yards after carries, like he just, for some reason, a little shit wouldn't go down.
Ooh,
and what's up?
Speaking of that,
yeah,
think about the running backs he played with on our list last week.
Yeah, Tavian Banks and Cedric Shaw.
Yep, he played with them and still put up these numbers. Think about that.
And what's crazy is Tim Dwight and Tavian Banks were like rivals in high school. They were like huge rivals.
Where'd he go? Tavian Banks?
Bettendorf. So if you look it up sometime, check out the City High versus Bettendorf rivalry. It's like 92, 93, 94. It's some great football. But so there's Tim. Khalil Hill, couldn't meet a nicer guy on the planet. His dad was really cool too. He would come to a lot of his games. I don't know if you remember Hakeem Hill. Do you remember him? He was playing for Iowa for a bit, and then he got in trouble and went over to ASU.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I do.
Yep. So Khalil Hill was like, he could have been a douchebag to me, like growing up. And it's just, he was an incredible return man as well, but man, could that dude catch. And he was quick. I swear, like City High had some track stars like you wouldn't believe.
They're not eligible, Chris.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
We might do tight ends next week, man. You want to do tight ends next week?
We'll do tight ends. Yep.
That'll be fun. That would be a hard one, to be honest with you.
Oh, I got this. Easy. And then Marvin McNutt and DJK. So those were basically right out of high school. Those two were stars. And I just I got to see them play all the time. And just it's stuff like that like memories. That's most of my lists are about memories. Not necessarily like how good the player was, but like what they brought to me and what they did and how they made me feel. So I would say DJK and Marvin McNutt were also in my top 4.
I got to see DJK freshman year at Wisconsin. He hauled in a one-armed catch right in the corner of the end zone, right in front of Wisconsin student section as a freshman, and was sold on the dude. And then he did the career he did. So like, that was awesome to see that right there, right in front of the student section, dude, right in front of it. And I was like, this guy.
I got 3 honorable mentions.
Who you got?
I got Ed Hinkle, Clinton Solomon.
I like it.
Let's see if you got this one. Ramon Ochoa. You remember him?
Razor Ramon, number 13, baby.
Yes. He was I usually go for the guys that are less known. Like if everybody like picks a popular player, I'm like, okay, well, who's the second or third popular player? I'll usually root for them. He was my guy back then. CJ Jones.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? Maurice.
Mo Brown.
Thank you.
Yep. No,
and then CJ Jones was Banks' cousin, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're the Florida guy.
You're right on that. Yeah, man, that's cool, man. I like the story about growing up over there, man, and being around those guys as you grow up. That'd be cool.
I'm telling you, man.
Check
it out sometime.
I wasn't so fortunate. I was stuck in Nevada, Iowa, having to watch Iowa State football back then, and back then they
Troy
were
Davis.
So bad. That's it. That's
Troy Davis, though.
Sage the Rage, Rosenfels, and Troy Davis was all they had for me growing up. So I didn't get blessed to see these dudes.
What about that POS Seneca Wallace? Pissed me off.
I don't want to talk about him, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, he was good. It is what it is, man. He was good. I'll give him it, but it still pisses me off that game.
Oh, it does me too. Trust me.
Shit, man. Shit. All right. Well, dude, that was fun again, man. All right. So we're going to make a commitment. What do you want to do next week?
Tight ends.
Let's do tight ends.
We got to do the tight ends. And then we'll probably switch to defense, and then we'll round out the Mount Rushmores.
God, that defense is going to be hard, man. We've had so many just – goddamn.
Oh, I know.
Man, those are going to be tough ones, dude. Secondary is going to be hard. Secondary is going to be real hard. Linebacker is going to be real hard. Defensive line is going to be – shit, they're all going to be hard, dude. That's going to be – but it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait for that. So
I know. Me either.
All right, I think we got to pay some bills, don't we?
Yeah, kind of broke.
Right, let's pay some bills. Let's get a little layer commercial here from College Football Dogs, y'all.
On the College Football Dogs website, you'll find a main page that features some of our biggest and newest stories. Our conference pages for content related to your favorite team's conference. Our team store, where we have products that are available all year long, as well as gear available for a limited time only. Our podcast page, where you can see when one of the 12 plus College Football Dogs podcasts is streaming live on social media. Our subscription page, where you can join our Discord. If you're interested in becoming a contributor at College Football Dogs, email us at info@collegefootballdogs.com. If you enjoy any College Football Dogs content, we really do appreciate any donations you can make by visiting the donate page on our website or scanning the QR code here.
College Football Dogs, for the fans.
Man, we're going to have to get them to update that, man. I think our logo look real nice. Real nice on that podcast there. Part of that thing, man.
Absolutely.
Colin, Hunter, let's make it happen. Hop to it. Actually, we got to get more likes. So tap, share, like down below. Right now we're on X, Facebook, about to venture into YouTube, possibly. And my wife thinks I should get on the TikTok and put some reels together. So hey, we may be venturing down the road here. Who knows, man, where this goes. So Vandy Chris says he wants to do O-line when he's co-hosting with us. So bet. All right, deal. We'll do O-line. So we'll do tight ends next week. And we'll do O-lines the week after. O-line will be a fun too. Chris, you're on, man. So come up with your 4. All right, man. Pick time, baby.
Let's dig in.
We're gonna do some picks. Before we get to God's team's game and predictions. We're gonna go around and do. I think we'll do about 4 other picks a week of just some big games, whether they have Big Ten ties or not. Just games that we want to do because we just want to do them. So, man, let's start off with the Thursday night slate. Bubba, this one's for you, baby. Let me switch us over here. Sorry. Where'd you go? Boom.
Oh, there I am.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Not sure if these lines are still the same. Got this from FanDuel. Shout out FanDuel there. Don't know if they sponsor. Sorry if they don't. But North Carolina, 1.5 favorite on Minnesota. Brandon, who are you going with?
Of course, you're going to pick me first. I was going to think of my answer there.
All right, I'll go. I'm taking Minnesota.
I got it. You got Minnesota?
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay.
I think the boat stays afloat so far. I don't think North Carolina lost a lot. Quarterback, pretty sure running back, some wide receivers. They lost a lot of people. Yes, they still have some talent, but I think Minnesota is going to get some retribution. I'm pretty sure they played last year. Again, I'm no expert. I'm sorry if I'm wrong here. Vandy Chris will probably correct me, and that's fine. Somebody's got to keep me in the line. But I'm taking Minnesota, man. I think they're gonna get it done. I don't even remember what I predicted on the Backers show, but I'm gonna go Minnesota 24, North Carolina 13. Who you got?
Well, this is going to be on the fly. Does Minnesota usually do good at the beginning of the year and then they just fall apart?
Still there?
Yeah,
I'm still
I'm
here.
there. Screen froze. Are you moving?
Oh, I don't know. Was I frozen or were you? You look like you stopped moving.
You've been frozen. But anyway,
All right, who you got? Sorry, hotel Wi-Fi.
that's all right. So, doesn't Minnesota do well beginning of the year though, and then they crumble?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, I was leaning North Carolina earlier this week, but I'm gonna kind of go with Minnesota as well, just because Minnesota does well at the beginning of the year. They're at home. Usually, when they play at home at the beginning of the year, they always seem like they upset a team. Like if I'm trying to think of who it was a couple years ago they upset. Right?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Minnesota. I honestly have no idea.
All right, Minnesota. And again, we're going to try to keep a running tally on our picks because right now we are both 0-1. So fuck you, Florida State. Dipshits. I can
Piece of shit.
you piece of shits. But anyway, we're 0-1. It's redemption time. All right. So you're going Minnesota too?
Yep.
Cool with that, Minnesota. All right. Let's go the other, I believe, Thursday
Oh,
night.
let me get this one.
Okay. North Dakota State.
start.
Mason.
Let me
First,
start.
Dion. Colorado.
All right. First of all, I love the state of Colorado, but fuck the Buffaloes. Second, I'm sick and tired of all the coverage that Dion's getting. It's annoying as hell, but I do love Dion. If he was somewhere else, I wouldn't mind it, but it is Colorado, so fuck him. However, what's going to happen, I think North Dakota State's going to play him really, really tough, and it's going to give all of us haters hope. But at the end of it all, I think the Buffs are going to pull away at the end, and it's going to be like 31-28. The Fluffs.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I want North Dakota State to beat them for the same reasons. I think Dion needs some humble pie, and what more humbling than an FCS team to come in there and beat their asses. But
that'll be the next week.
I don't think they're going to get humbled this week. I agree with you next week. I think Nebraska serves them up a huge humble pie in Lincoln.
Yep.
Like by almost 20-point humble pie, honestly, because Matt Rule has circled that game, my friend. Matt Rule has circled that game just because they had them last year. Personally, they did.
0-3, man. In the last 3 meetings, they haven't beaten them in
I think
3 freaking tries. It's pathetic. Yep. Goddamn Wi-Fi. Got to get the premium package.
I froze again. Did I win the staring contest again?
No, I won. Because you probably
did I freeze again?
No, you're good. Jesus, it's going to be a freeze war here, man.
Fucking Wi-Fi. All right, there's Chris calling a shot. But what'd you say the score was? You're going to be on this one?
31-28. Dude, I'm too scared to watch this game because I know it'll my emotional state will take over because I hate them so much. It's kind of like Iowa State. I don't like them either, man.
Play nice next week. All right, I'm going to go.
I promise.
Man. I'm going to go 28-14, Colorado. I think North Dakota State's going to move the ball and put up some points, but again, I don't know what North Dakota State has. Obviously, they usually have some talent and they're pretty loaded across the board, but Brad be like, yeah, man. Man, oh, man. True, though.
You're just going to have to get the premium. You're just going to have to get like the gold package or whatever that they call it.
The good Wi-Fi, not this free shit.
Yeah, the $4.99 a month or whatever they have.
I used to get a little MiFi for work so I could have a mobile Wi-Fi if I needed it, but they shut those down. So I just got this little puck that sits in my backpack. Hopefully it works one day. All right, so we both got Colorado on that one. All right, let's speed it up. Let's do noon Saturday. Georgia,
This
Clemson,
one's
number 1
easy.
versus number 14.
We'll spend half a second on it. Georgia.
I got Georgia. They cover. I think they win. 2 touchdowns at least. I'll go 34. 34-17.
I'm actually surprised game day. Where is this game
34-14.
at, Atlanta?
I do believe
Is this it?
I think it's the kickoff one, which is a home game
I
for
was
Georgia.
like-
so.
Oh, okay. I was like, why isn't game day there? But okay, I get it now.
Yeah. And I'm going with them. I'm going to go 34. I'll go 34-14. I'll go 20 points. And Dabo gets on the hot seat.
42-28. I forgot to give you my score. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. There it is. Agree, Chris. Agree. Thing is Dabo is going to get on the hot seat, and then he goes into the ACC where it's not very strong. We just saw what Florida State is, so he can get his ass throttled and still make the playoffs. So, but we'll see how that goes. That's a whole nother topic, and we'll see how the year goes with that shit. So, all right. So same on that one. Next one, the night game, number 20, Texas A&M, who's favored versus Notre Dame. You want to go first, or you want me?
I got it. Texas A&M. I think it's going to be an upset. It's going to be like 24-21, last second field goal.
Damn, man. All right, so
Why you wanted A&M?
I did, but you know what? Out of a case of fun, I'm gonna switch my pick. I'll just take Notre Dame. I don't want us to have the same damn record, dude. No, it's not
going to happen regardless because I'll pick something different.
I don't want that though.
No, but it's
fine.
It's not going to happen.
I'll stay. I'll stick with Texas A&M.
I promise you. There's
Notre Dame,
a lot of weeks left.
Notre Dame, every year, same shit.
Yep.
Top 10. They lose a couple games, 1 or 2 games, people they shouldn't lose to. Don't make the playoff. This year, they'll probably make the playoff because it's a 12-team thing, man. I've just never, ever, ever been a drinking of the Kool-Aid of Notre Dame, man. I think they need to join a conference. I don't like Notre Dame. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's one of the teams I
don't like them either.
I think they need to quit dodging a conference and get their asses in there, but that's just me. But I'm gonna take A&M, and it's gonna be. I think this one's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go 38. Let's see, 38-28. I'm going 10 points.
That's not bad. I like it.
Chris got him by 2 TDs.
Okay.
Very nice.
We'll see.
Very nice. All right. Now it's time. It is time. We'll make our picks later, but
I'm so jacked.
All right, you did some recon work, huh?
I did a little bit. I'm going to try not to bore you guys. I'm going to go as quick and as painless as possible. So, game 1, 11 a.m. kick on BTN. We are playing the Illinois State Redbirds. Illinois State is out of let's see. It's kind of like a double. It's kind of like Iowa City Corvallis, but they're out of Normal, Illinois, and they are out of the Missouri Valley Conference, which is actually the SEC of the FCS. If you've never heard that saying before, it's all over the place. They literally pump out just tough teams every year. So South Dakota State right now is the current FCS beast. Used to be North Dakota State. Well, it's been back and forth.
You and don't forget that.
Yep. They are led by head coach Brock Spack, who was actually, I just found out today that he actually went on a visit to the University of Iowa many moons ago for a official, like way back when. I didn't get the exact date.
Oh, nice.
He's very familiar with Iowa. He used to he coached with Joe Tiller. If you guys can remember that man, that dude was a Purdue legend. By the
Purdue.
way,
Yep.
he's like one of the goats of Purdue besides Gene Keady in basketball.
Yep.
So he has experience with the Big Ten. And get this, George Barnett, our offensive line coach, coached for Illinois State for a bit. So those two are familiar. So
Oh, nice.
There's relationships in coaching, and you'll have that. So they are actually ranked in the FCS poll at, I believe, 24 last I checked.
24.
And last year they finished, sorry, I'm trying to read, a 6-5 record, and then they went 4-4 against conference opponents, which isn't terrible. And that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a bad opponent. It's actually, this is good for us. So nothing wrong with that. So their quarterbacks right now, they don't have a starting quarterback. They had a guy by the name of Tommy Rittenhouse who was taking turns with Zach Anixted, if that name doesn't ring a bell, from Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
They got a guy from Kansas State by the name of Jake Rubley, who went to West Des Moines Valley and was recruited by Iowa out of high school.
Oh, damn.
But chose to go to K-State instead. So they're probably going to go back and forth between those two. In FCS terms, Illinois State has 4 All-Americans. Their big shot running back who just changed his name to Mason King. I can't remember what his name was last year. He was first team All FCS. And let's see who else.
Did you see it?
What's that? Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Too soon? Nah.
Too soon. Too soon. We're not going to go that far yet, man. Not yet. We'll talk about that outside of the pod. So, yeah, they have a couple guys. Daniel Sobkowitz, or however you say his name, is their leading receiver. 68 catches, 933 yards, 10 TDs. Nothing fancy. And then there is, on O-line, they have a NFL prospect by the name of Hunter Zambrano. Let's hop over to the defense. Sorry, I'm boring, but we got to get this out. They return a lot of people from last year. They actually were 22nd in the FCS with 20.5 points per game allowed, which is, I guess, it's not terrible. I mean, you'd want to be, I can't remember how many teams are in the FCS off the top of my head, but so they're long story short, on defense, their main thing is linebackers. So, which seems about right for a Midwestern conference. Not bad. Did you do any intel work on these guys, Brad?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I did not. I'm sorry. I dropped the ball.
That's okay. It's Illinois State. No big deal.
They were 6-5 last year. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it. That doesn't really say anything, like, especially since they returned a lot of people and they have 4 All-Americans. I mean, this is a good test for Iowa. I think it's a lot better than a lot of FCS opponents that we've had in the past. I mean, South Dakota State would have been awesome as shit this year, although I would have been scared shitless that we would have gotten upset by them.
Yeah.
But still, this is
scares me that with that shit.
Yeah, this is a good opponent to like try things out with. But then again, you don't want to try things out when you have to play Iowa State, because you don't want to show Iowa State your moves. So
I agree with you.
I would say the best way to beat them is to play Iowa football and just run it down their goddamn throats until they get tired. That's the thing with FCS that's different than the regular D1, the depth. That's why you see a lot of the times the FCS teams sticking around up until like the second half of the game, is they don't have the depth that we do. So that's usually like it goes from like you'll see scores like it'll be super close in the first 2 quarters, but then once you hit the end of the third quarter, it just explodes usually. So I just think all we need to do is run the damn ball, give most of our players some looks, just stop the run for defense. Just a simple, just do what Iowa football does best, and we'll beat them. That's all I'm gonna say. There's really not much to talk about with Illinois State. They're
gonna be a good
FCS team. Yeah, really. Exactly. Kind of like an exhibition game for basketball. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with a new offensive coordinator, I think this is a perfect opponent for our first game. Yes.
I agree.
Listen, I would love to play in one of those crazy games where it's ranked versus ranked to start the year. Yes, I would love that sometime. But I want that to be when I know we have an offense that can compete with them. I know we have a defense that can compete with anybody in the country. I need to make sure we have an offense. So, this is a great game.
Right.
And you've said it numerous times, and I agree with you. I don't think we're really going to see a lot, to be honest with you. I think we are going to be pretty run heavy. I mean, if we do the RPO, obviously, we're going to take whatever look their defense gives us. And I'm going to tell you, I have a feeling they're going to try to load the box to start. And I think we're going to move the ball. We're going to toss the ball quickly at them because they're going to be outnumbered. This isn't old Iowa football. And Cade McNamara is used to running an offense similar where you're moving the ball quickly. You're getting up to the line. You're not getting up to the line like last year with Brian Ferentz where, I don't know, man, how many times they were going up to the line of scrimmage with 15 or 10 seconds left in the damn play clock, and you only had a chance to read the defense and make one play call before you had to hike the ball. We're not going to see that shit no more. I think they're going to get up to the line a lot quicker. I think Cade's going to go through his progressions. And I think they're going to work out some kinks and they're going to really find out. And like we touched on with that, those depth charts, man, I mean, our offense has speed now, at least for Iowa. I'm not saying in the country, but for an Iowa team, that's about as fast as I've seen them. So, I don't expect much. I don't expect like a bunch of holy shit moments. I think we'll get one. I think we'll have a moment where we're like, holy, and that's what I'm talking about. I think we'll get one of those. But I'm with you on that. I don't think we really show our playbook. I don't think they're gonna put it all out there yet. I mean, that Iowa State game, that's a bigger game than people realize. Yes, Iowa State's not ranked, but I have a feeling Iowa State will be ranked by week 6, if not sooner. They
usually are too.
Good ass team, and I'm not sure. Some people have them ranked in their things, but I think they're just outside. But yeah, I mean,
I'm just glad we don't play them at the end of the year compared to where we play them now. I think we'd be screwed.
They always play better at the end of the year. But hey,
I mean, so does Iowa. November.
Yeah, I was gonna just bring up us in November lately is like lights out, dude. I don't know where that came from, but I'm not mad at it. But
absolutely not.
So what? All right, keys to the game here. You ready to break down keys? What's your key to the game? What do you think?
Play Iowa football, dude. Yeah. Just run the damn ball and stop the run. That's literally all it is. I mean, I don't think Illinois State's all that flashy offensively. Like I've tried to look up highlights of them, and I there really isn't much. Like they're nothing special. I mean, they may for their FCS playoffs maybe make it out of the first round, but they have gone in to shock some teams. Like I think they beat Northwestern a couple of years ago, but that's Northwestern. This is Kinnick. It's a different environment. I really don't. These guys don't scare me, but at the same time, I should probably, with our offense, not knowing, I should probably just be cautiously optimistic. But I mean, yeah, just run the damn ball, give the young guys some reps, and just do your thing, Iowa. Just run the goddamn ball.
There are no North Dakota State, so zip it.
I don't think they are either.
They are. All right. We're not knocking them. They are a good FCS school. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're going to be a decent challenge. It's going to be a good, decent game. Yeah.
They'll take him seriously. I promise you that.
Oh, they're gonna take him seriously, man. They got a lot to prove, man. The offense has a lot to prove.
Yes,
Those
they
guys,
do.
we've been the laughing stock for the last 2 years. Do you think they're gonna go in there and think they're gonna run all over them? Hell no. Do you think Illinois State thinks they're gonna go in there and push around our offense? Hell yes, they do. So no, we are not. We are not looking past them. And I know they're gonna load that box. I know they're gonna load it first, just to see if it's still Iowa football or not. And I think they're gonna get torched.
And guess who's going to be wide open?
Jacob Gill.
Yep, or Lachey.
Yep.
I can see a lot of that too. I can see a lot of tight end running up the just freaking splits and just.
It's all about speeds and routes. If you're doing an RPO, you have to be quick on your route and you have to make that break. If you're not,
are we gonna see any screen passes like we usually do?
I don't think we see any screen passes. Not one.
I did hear there's going to be a lot of motion play too. Like they're gonna check a lot of plays and they're gonna run motion a lot. So there's going to be a lot of movement compared to years past. So
Kyle Shanahan
prepared for that. Yep.
Yep, exactly that's what makes the Niners offense work, man. They move everybody around to see where you're going to go, and that tells them exactly where Kyle wants to put that ball, and then they know where to put it. So. We're definitely not overlooking them, Chris. I'm gonna tell you that, man.
Yeah,
but we have a lot to prove this year, and again, Iowa has a chance to make the playoff. I mean, this came out this week, which crazy, but also not crazy at the same time. We play one ranked team. We have Wisconsin at home, Nebraska at home, Iowa State at home. Not crazy.
Proceed with caution. Proceed with caution is all I'm going to say.
I'm not drinking this Kool-Aid. This ain't the Roulade, but I ain't drinking this Kool-Aid. So, but keys to the game. I'm with you, man. Take what the defense gives you. Cade needs to take what the defense gives you. Do what he does best. And this offense fits him better than what we were trying to run him last year, honestly.
Yep.
And if he's really 100%, that I want to see. We didn't get to see 100% Cade because he had that hamstring injury, lingered him to start the year. Then he tore his ACL. So we just got to take what the defense gives us. That's it. So, all right, man. Shall we predict this thing?
Let's do her.
You know what?
Home.
I'm taking it, baby. I'm taking Iowa. I'm taking Iowa to cover, man. 31-3. Drew Stevens gets a nice, easy day. Punter, our new punter from down under. I'm excited to see him. Sorry, I'm going to get off subject, man. But that guy, for all you guys that aren't aware, Iowa has a freshman punter coming in from the same Australian academy as Tory Taylor. God, I can't even think of his name now. I feel like an idiot. But
Reese Dawkins or Gaskins?
There's Reese, but
something like that.
Dude's got almost a 6-second hang time already. 6 seconds. I think last night on the Talking Hawks Dean show, man, a couple of them were like, we could make it down there in 6 seconds to make the damn tackle. Dude, I laughed so hard when they said that, but I'm like, you know what? You're damn right.
Accurate.
I can make it down there and make the tackle. That's 5.7 hang time. God. And he's a freshman. Punting is winning. Just like the podcast, baby. Punting is winning, baby. But
I think
I'm
close.
Yeah?
I'm close. 35-7. I think they get a touchdown late once our backups are in. But other than that, I think we'll surprise a lot of people with the score.
Chris.
Jeez. Sorry, fans. We're just the comments, man, killing us.
This is true. You ain't wrong about that, man.
Yep.
But I've
seen his highlights.
He's got 6 seconds and he booms it too. So this kid's I'm making the bold prediction. This kid's gonna be better than Tory Taylor. I'm gonna tell you that.
I hope so.
And then at that point, put him on the Heisman ballot, baby. Let's go.
Yep, and not get drafted to the Bears.
Poor guy. Although did you see his booming ass punt that he did the other day?
Yes.
I was like, yeah, they're gonna love him. pinned him right inside the 5. Boom, just like he did at Iowa every time.
Bastard.
But all right, man, I'm with you, but I don't think they score. I'm 31-3, 4 touchdowns. I think we get 1 passing touchdown on Cade, and I think Iowa runs in 3, and I think 2 of the backs score touchdowns. I think Moulton gets 1, and then it's a toss-up between the other ones. It's
all right, defense. Do we get a defensive touchdown or no?
No.
Any picks? How many picks? Yeah, I think we get 1. How many picks?
2.
2? Yeah, I'm saying that too. Do you think Cade turns the ball over?
I don't think he does. I'm making that statement. I don't think
conservative. Yeah.
I don't think we turn the ball over. I don't think we have. I think we'll have. Honestly, I don't know if we'll get penalized. Maybe once or twice. I think this is going to be a very different opening game for Iowa. To be honest with you, and the real thing is like, what's coach going to do, man? Is he really going to be running this thing how he wants to do it, or are they running this plan? Like, I don't even know how this is going to look since we've only had these 2 coaches for the last 40 years, 50 years.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
They'll be fine, man. This is a perfect game to have a suspension. I'm not. God, no. Could you imagine, though, if it was next week?
Oh, dude. That's probably why he did it. Oh, our favorite koala's on. All right. What's up, Paul Peters? Looking at my koala friend.
What's up, Paul?
What's up, Paul? Nah. Sorry, man. How's that tree treating you up there, my friend? My friend. So you're tailgating this weekend, man. Where are you tailgating at?
I am. The Sanchez tailgate. I've never been there before. Our normal tailgate spot was like, I don't know what happened, but they're not doing it this year. So there's a Facebook event and there's a Facebook page for it. They have like a big giant ambulance. I will post pictures on the Facebook page about it. Oh God.
You're still going with that? I thought we
don't even know if he's going to be the quarterback. It's probably going to be Rubley.
Not Kyle Rittenhouse. Fucking Chris, you're killing me, man. All right, man. Well, cool, man. Shit, man. I didn't think we'd make it this long, but man, I'm jealous of you. I'm going to be working Saturday while you're in God's country, going to the game, tailgating, drinking beer. It's going to be a hot one, isn't it?
No, actually, it's not.
There?
It's supposed to. It is, but it's going to be lowering here pretty soon. It's going to be like 83 and sunny, I think. But by kickoff time, I saw it was supposed to be like upper 60s, lower 70s. So I ain't fronting. It's all good.
That sounds amazing, man. So
normally it's hot though, the beginning of the year.
Well, you guys,
and it's not fun.
2 days ago, you guys were hot as hell there. Heat index is hotter than it was here in Florida, dude. I saw that.
It's shit. That corn sweat.
Dude, that
corn I'm not going to Walcott, Chris. Okay. I'm not going to the truck stop. Fuck that.
Go. He's wanting you to pick up some lot lizards, dude.
No, man.
Shit, man. All right, man. What do you say we
let's get out of here, dude. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I got work tomorrow. Man, it's been fun, man. I'm excited. I cannot wait, man. Yep. I'm jealous of you. Like I said, I hope you have a blast. Actually, I hope you feel better first. Like,
I know, yeah. So I'm probably gonna maybe call in. I don't know yet. You've heard this here first, ladies and gentlemen. I may or may not call in tomorrow. I don't know yet. But I am gonna post the intro video for the Hawkeyes. So be on the lookout for that. Like and subscribe to our page, please. We love the feedback.
This next Wednesday, my friend.
Yep.
Go Hawks. Enjoy the game, everybody. And we'll see you next week, y'all. Peace.
It's absurd how we never seem to get it or kick this shit to the curb now. It's all I got and on a road. It's all she wrote. It's all I know. It's all I know. It's not to know you. It's all I got and on a road. It's all she wrote. It's all I know. It's all I know. It's not to know you.
You ever wonder when it's time to stop living up here and start living down here?
Don't take a look. I double down like the sights. You're nowhere to be found. We're coming up, you're going through. No, this is the sound of whoever